Since the start of New Horizons in 2020, there are many Animal Crossing islands that have gone viral, whether it be a recreation of Harry Potter's castle, or islands that look as realistic as the city they're based on. The Animal Crossing community truly has shown the sheer talent and imagination with decorating. There is one island, however, that has stood the test of time, spanning not just one, but 2 Animal Crossing games. This is Aika Village. Aika Village originally debuted in Animal Crossing New Leaf, the predecessor to New Horizons. This mysterious island was jam-packed with lore, creepy imagery, and linear storytelling that left each player to interpret the story for themselves. Since launching in New Leaf, Aika Village has gained quite the reputation among the Animal Crossing community, most notably for being one of the most haunted or scariest towns to exist. While online chat rooms flooded with Aika Village lore, forum groups devoted time to piecing together their own version of the story. Hey guys, it's Sapphire, and welcome back to a particularly spooky video. Yes, today we are doing a deep dive into Aika Village and seeing for ourselves just what exactly makes this destination so enticing. I have to admit, I did not know about Aika Village until last week when a member of my Discord server told me about it. I was really drawn to the mystery behind this island, so I wanted to do some research on the creator, how this island actually came into existence, and also going over some of the more popular theories of this island. And afterwards, we ourselves are touring Aika Village in its New Horizons form. I also want to just give a quick content warning ahead. If you are sensitive at all to any really heavy topics that could be triggering to you, please do not watch any further. These topics include self-harm and unaliving, and I'll be including some mental health resources in the description box below, so if you're at all struggling, those are down below for you. And with that out of the way, here is the story of Aika Village, Animal Crossing's most haunted island. While the story of Aika Village may be a mystery to players, its creator certainly isn't. The island was originally created by Garaku, who later recreated the beloved and well-visited New Leaf town in New Horizons. In the original version of their town, those who traveled to Aika Village would be greeted by the player character, Aika, dressed all in red. If translated, she greets the player saying, "I love my mother." Though it's hard to pinpoint exactly the timeline, Garaku has been active on Twitter, it seems, since December 2012 when they first opened their account. And the first post of Aika Village appeared on December 21st, 2012. It's also worth noting that the creators started their game file on November 17th, 2012, according to screenshots by one Reddit user. But more on that later. Players in New Leaf could travel to Aika Village via the Dream Suite, a feature that made its debut in New Leaf as a way for players to visit the towns of other players. It's a public works project that is available to the player after their mare for 7 days and costs approximately 234,000 bells to build. The Dream Suite was later replaced by simply dreaming in New Horizons. When doing research on the Dream Suite, I came across this forum post from 9 years ago, and I just thought this was really funny, looking back now especially at how dreaming is very essential to so many players, and also the creators, Garaku for instance, who made this entire haunted theme just for the purposes of touring. It's a small tangent, but I thought it was very interesting and showed the evolution of Animal Crossing players and just kind of their core values of what's important to them in the games. From Garaku's first tweet, it was never clear why they created Aika Village or what the story was behind it. It seemed the creator simply enjoyed the character and lore and posted oftentimes more lighthearted or funny tweets about the town. One thing was very clear though, this creator had a big following from the start, with people who really enjoyed the horrifying composition of Aika Village. By the end of 2012, Aika Village had surpassed 30,000 visitors according to a screenshot posted by Garaku. And in October 2014, Aika Village had been visited by 1.5 million people. Kinda crazy. Many people over the years had speculated the inspiration behind such an island, and from my own research, I can't find an exact answer from the creator. Like I said earlier, Aika Village is told in a linear storytelling format, and there's several houses decorated inside that do give a hint at the thematic composition of the island overall. Each location tells a story. For example, entering one house shows a birthday party for a mannequin who is dressed in the same clothes as Aika. In the background of the scene, Hypno KK is playing. In a different scene, a lone doll, sits in a dark room filled with bookshelves. I think it's also worth noting that the creator themselves, Garaku, added to the island as time went on. As this Redditor pointed out, after a bunch of new content updates dropped, a bunch of new stuff was added to the island. As popularity grew, more and more people flocked to Aika Village. And this being the internet, anything mildly spooky or scary was sure to generate theories about the village. Many folks within the Belltree forums posted several theories themselves, some even claiming to know the creator themselves. Of course, there is no evidence to actually support any of that. In March 2013, Garaku did an interview with the now defunct Nintendo Power magazine. The entire thing is in Japanese, however, and as far as I know, nobody has translated it. One Tumblr user by the name of Animal Crossing Us said they even heard that the creator has chosen not to reveal any details of the town's meaning, so it's safe to say Aika Village will stay a mystery. Until March 2020.
Your attention, please. The Nook Inc. Getaway Package charter flight will soon be arriving at the deserted island.
Since the very first announcement of New Horizons for the Switch, fans of Aika Village were very anxious to see if Garaku would recreate the iconic village again. And upon the debut of New Horizons, we had an answer. A first tweet appears, and it seems that Aika Village would be created again. Unlike their New Leaf Village, Aika Island was very much online. The creator often posted tons of tweet updates, and even had a YouTube channel dedicated to the island's creation. They also got the fans involved too, and according to this Reddit post, Garaku often invited fans over to the island to drop off donations for in-game items, which I thought was a really cool and special way for fans of this village to actually have a part in the new one. And on July 29, 2020, the first version of Aika Island went live for the Animal Crossing community to experience again. While again the story of Aika Island was vague at best, I thought this tweet by its creator was very interesting. Over the years, a ton of internet lore around this island and the creator only grew as time went on. At best, fans of Aika Village created their own stories and lore of Aika. And at worst, others spread really harmful assumptions about the creator. Although I am still learning about Aika Village, my interpretation of the creation is not one to be taken very seriously. We shouldn't treat it like non-fiction because that's just not what it is. It's simply a great example of solid storytelling that excels in the horror genre, but beyond that, it's just a story. I wanted to go over some of the more popular Aika Village theories since I think when understanding the island, it's important to also understand the symbolism and motifs included. Like I said earlier, please do not take these theories as fact, as Garaku has never claimed any of these to be true. There's no right or wrong interpretation, so feel free to share below if you have any particular Aika Village theories you like. From doing some research, I came across two very popular theories about the story, and I want to share both very quickly with you. The first is the story of the perfect family, a theory I found from the Animal Crossing Us Tumblr page. I'll be sure to link the entire theory down below, but for this video, I'm just going to be going over some of the key points and highlights from this theory. Upon entering Aika Village, you are greeted by the very first home, and this is the quote-unquote perfect family home in the northern spot of the town. It's very beautiful, the house looks great, there's tons of flowers, pink, red, and white all across the lawn, and according to this Tumblr user, pretty much symbolizing the perfect family and showing how it was years ago. Entering this house, you encounter the birthday party scene, and I had mentioned this earlier, but this is basically the Aika birthday party scene. Presumably, those two other figures are her parents, and she receives the dolly as the present. If you go up the stairs, you will encounter what people believe to be Aika's playroom as a little girl, and there's tons of toys in here, the dolly is there, and in the middle of the room are three pieces of quite disturbing art in my opinion. There's one of presumably Aika's mother, a family portrait, and then a dog in a doghouse. That last one's pretty important to the story, so make sure you remember that one. From here, you go over a bridge further into the town, and as this user on Tumblr pointed out, it is a descent into madness. In the second house the player encounters, the bottom floor is pitch black with a bunch of different chairs organized in a maze sort of fashion. According to the Tumblr post, many people believe that this room symbolizes the father leaving Aika and her mother by themselves. Going up the stairs at this house paints a pretty clear picture of why he might have done this. In this not so subtle reference to the Garden of Eden, it's clear that the father obviously had some sort of secret lover and committed adultery. Also across the bridge is a graveyard with 10 different headstones. If the player digs up these different headstones, they will find doghouses. There are a few theories whether Aika herself killed the dogs or the dolly was controlling Aika to do this, but yeah. In sheer contrast with the first house the player encounters, the third house meanwhile is very run down, and here things have gone horribly wrong. Each room is equally terrifying as the next, but the very last room in this house is the most important one. Although it's kind of hard to tell from this photo, the bed has a very strange human outlined shape on it, and many believe that this could possibly represent Aika's mother passing. Others might believe that Aika herself killed her own mother, but it's very vague. In the last and final house, we see a similar picture. The house looks just like the very first one we saw. However, there's no more fruit, there's no trees, it's all barren, there's tons of weed, rotten fruit, rotten trees. And upon talking to the final Aika, it's clear she's no longer there. From this story, it's clear there's tons of symbols that represent different parts of Aika's life and family. There is one item, however, that I want to talk more about, and that's the dolly. This item plays a huge role in the overall story, with some people thinking that the doll is actually haunted and did these things on her own volition. Other theories speculate that the doll is a metaphor for Aika and shows that Aika herself did these things. In this very disturbing scene here, we have 12 dollies at a table, and this is meant to refer to the Last Supper, a very famous scene in the Bible in which Jesus predicts that someone will betray him, leading to his crucifixion. Behind the red dolly across from the player is an axe, with some believing that this symbolizes the evil intentions of Aika's dolly. Me personally, I really enjoy the Aika doll haunted theory the most. We have this whole birthday party scene in which Aika receives the doll, and that to me seems like a pretty clear indicator that things were fine in her life before the dolly entered it. Doll possession and haunted objects are a pretty common trope within the horror genre, and so this is definitely a possibility. But hey, that's just a theory, a game theory. I think it's about time we visited Aika Village for ourselves. Alright, hello friends. We are back with more Animal Crossing. It's been a few days and it's very rainy out today, which I think is like the absolute perfect tone setter for the rest of the video. So I'm very excited. Let's get into it. Also, a very small disclaimer, but I had some audio issues earlier, so I can't hear any game audio currently, but I do believe you guys should be able to hear the game audio. So yeah, it's okay on your end as far as I know, so I am honestly quite nervous for this, and I tried to keep any spoilers to a minimum just so I could be totally surprised for the reveal. But yeah, this is the dream address. I'll also have this in the description box below as well. So yeah, feel free to tour with me, and I think let's jump into it. Ooh, yes it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, also you guys, a second side note, I did download the Google Translate app because there's a feature on it that allows you to take photos of different languages, and then that photo will have a translation. So I'm going to use this for the island, obviously, so I can tell you guys what people are saying, what's going on for more context. Oh, I'm really nervous. Oh my god. Ah, this is so scary. Oh my god, she's there. She's right there. Oh, I hate it. Oh no. Oh, this is so scary. Oh, this is so scary. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, well, this is the front of the resident services. Let's go ahead and check out the map super quickly. Oh, there are a lot of people here. Okay, this is a lot to unpack. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 different villagers on the island, as well as 10 frogs. So it's an entire frog-themed island, which is very interesting. Second thing to note is the giant SOS in the corner there. Do you guys also see that? Because that is terrifying. I'm not quite sure where to begin, honestly, because a lot of these islands are told in a linear format. Oh, I do not like that. Let's just go over here quickly. So already, giant floating brontosaurus skeletons, anyone? Okay. I also really like the callback to Aika Village with this really cool, like, black and white checkered floor pattern here. This is very, very nice, and this is a reference to the first village that this creator did, where the entire floor was this, like, weird static looking pattern. Very well done. Very well done. I guess we'll start at the airport, probably. They have the orange airport, and their flag is this interesting dream code. From that tweet that I showed you guys earlier, Garuku, I think, tried doing like an SCP Foundation cryptid theme, possibly. I don't know if that's the end result for this island, but that is at least what they had intended to have for the island. We also have our very first dolly of the island, a little blue dolly, and tons of shoes on the beach, which isn't a red flag immediately, but lots of, oh gosh, look at all the socks. Oh no. Ugh. Interesting. Lots of socks on the ground, and then we have shoes on the beach. And I believe this is our very first villager house. So, let's go ahead and head inside, and we'll see, yeah, we'll see who greets us. Oh no, I hate it. I hate it here. Oh, why is it so creepy? Oh no. Oh. Okay, lots of showers and this really weird grassy farm looking pattern code. Are they gonna like plant more Aikas? Is that what I'm getting at here? Are all these Aikas like different seeds? Very, very strange. Oh, and look at this, you guys. This entire back room is just like blocked off. You can't get back here. Very, very inconspicuous. These 2 rooms are open, however, so let's go check to the left first. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Okay, so alright, I'm gonna pull out the camera and see if I can figure out what they're saying here. Oh no! I'm gonna take photos for you guys to show you the translations. They're all saying help. Oh, that makes me feel sick to my stomach. That legit makes me feel ill. Okay. Okay, so tons of bears calling for help. Totally normal. Let's check out the right room and see what's going on in there. Okay. Ooh. Uh-huh. So it looks like fishermen fishing up Aika? Potentially? Now, this is very interesting. So in the original Aika Village, one of the last things the player encounters is shoes washed up on the beach, and I think that implies that either Aika drowned or she unalived herself via the ocean. There were a number of theories surrounding the beach scene, sort of, and I wonder if that's like a continuation possibly from that. Oh, party scene up here with toilets, which is a very interesting choice. I don't know how this relates at all to the other 2 downstairs rooms, honestly. I kind of want to go back and like look at theories after my tour of Aika Island, just to kind of see what other people end up thinking about this island. Oh, and we have our second player character. Let's say hi, I suppose. And let's go ahead and translate what this person is saying. And according to the translation, this character's name is Don't Sing Anymore, and this character is saying, why won't you let me inside the wall? Which is very scary. I'm assuming that maybe there's some sort of like weird divider on the island where some characters can't actually get to other parts. I'm assuming that's why we have the wetsuit here as well, to actually easily travel. So maybe this character is perhaps trapped on this side of the island and can't get to other parts? What does this say? Erase village rank C. Okay. In the original Aika Village, there was that pair of shoes on the beach, so I'm wondering maybe if, like, Aika washed up ashore on this island? That could be kind of cool, you know? That's maybe a possible theory. And we have two more characters over there, another Aika and a scientist-looking kind of character. Very interesting, very interesting. We also have more of these really creepy-looking brontosaurus heads just like put together. Ugh, that is so creepy. I kind of want to go into the museum, honestly, just to kind of see what might be in the museum. Again, the creator posted a tweet saying that they wanted this island to kind of look like an SCP Foundation, so I'm very curious to see, like, if that holds up at all. I want to check out the art exhibit. I did see one thing online about the art exhibit for Aika Island, so I do want to just check that out quickly to see if there's anything suspicious going on. Yeah, okay, I did see this one thing. There's only one painting in the entire museum, and that is the Ophelia painting. And if you guys don't know the story of Ophelia, she is a very famous character in Shakespeare who drowned. Yeah, I think that definitely solidifies the Aika drowning theory pretty nicely. Alright, let's continue up further. Lots of interesting things up here, lots of statues. We also have, oh, that's so many dollies. No, that is too many dollies. Oh no. This is very reminiscent of I think the third Aika Village house, where there was just rotten turnips and trash everywhere. And we'll see what this Aika says. And this Aika is saying, "Did you enjoy Aika's air?" Ooh. Oh no. Alright, so this is very reminiscent of one of the Aika houses on the original village tour. Very, very dirty, decrepit, looks like people abandoned it perhaps. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh, and the dolly! The dolly is back with the mother painting. Oh my gosh. This room is very interesting because it's covered in the honeycomb wallpaper, and a very popular part of the perfect family theory revolves around bees. And to quote that Animal Crossing Us Tumblr page again, they talk a lot about the bee or beehive symbol in the story. In one part of Aika Village, the police station is covered in beehives, and the Animal Crossing Us Tumblr user pointed out that traditionally bees are associated with immortality. And then we'll go up here next. Oh. Oh, I do not like this room. Oh, this is so scary. Oh, this is so creepy. Oh no. Okay, so we have what I would appear to be an Aika in jail next to the dolly, with an axe in the corner there and a pet food bowl on the floor. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and check out the upstairs and downstairs. I kind of want to check out the basement first, honestly. So this might be like a parent backstory sort of moment. We have these crystal items, and you get those from doing the wedding event with Reese and Cyrus. And look at this! There's also a heart imprinted in the stoplight. I wonder if this possibly represents that, like, the mother and father before they had Aika were, like, doing very well for themselves. They were in love and very happy, and they had riches. Okay, yeah, This is Aika's playroom. This is, again, I think a recreation of the first Aika Village playroom, but of course now, oh, it's different though! Oh, it's different! In this one, Aika's crossed out and her parents are left by themselves. Let's go ahead and say hi. This character's name is Horror Spotty Collector, and they're saying, after all, it's up to E+. I do not know what that means, so. Oh. Okay, I don't like this room. Okay, so this phrase is library, and then this phrase basically just means hazardous or dangerous area. So I guess we'll go up to the library first. I wonder if this could be like the house for that horror collector we just met. Lots of different toy objects, perhaps. I wonder if this is like a fourth wall sort of moment. Like this is the creator's house, perhaps, and they just have all of this stuff in boxes, maybe. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's go ahead and translate this phrase. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh. So it means Aika Village. And so I guess this means the death of Aika Village, perhaps symbolizing that New Horizons is the new game to play, and New Leaf isn't really, like, played much anymore. Alright, and the room to the right is a ton of typewriters with help written everywhere. Ah, see, now look at this. This has to be like some sort of creator room, right? Like, you guys know how in Squid Game, the game master or whatever he was called, he had that whole room to like watch over all the players. Yeah, I totally get like either Squid Game or even like the Hunger Games, just how people were in the background very aware of what was going on and like kind of manipulating the story in a sense to kind of have the characters do what they wanted them to do. And there is no villager here, so let's go inside. Oh, because Aika's inside. Oh, I don't want to be stuck with her. Oh no, I'm scared. Oh god. Oh no. Don't come near me. Don't come near me. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Let's just see what she says. So this is like an Aika version 2, I believe. And she is asking, do you want to clear uneven data? Again, I think might be a reference to the creator having control over this world. It gives me Undertale when Chara asks the player character, do you want to like erase this universe? Oh, I do not like this room. Oh, not the spider crabs. I legit hate spiders so much. And these guys move. That's yucky. No, that is so yucky. I wonder if this is reference to that SCP Foundation that the creator was talking about. I kind of feel like it is. It also reminds me a lot of Evangelion. There's scientists that are looking for Adam and Lilith respectively, and there's like an embryo version of it that the scientists do find. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know if it's a direct comparison or like reference to that. I know in the past Garoku has used a lot of like religious symbolism in their builds, so this could perhaps be a reference to that. Let's go to the right hand side of the island. And lots of pink, lots of really pretty pink stuff going on. And this is the SOS, which is never a good thing to have. That is never a good sign. And again, lots of cameras, which I think is very interesting to include. Makes me think that like, again, it's all just maybe like one big show. I don't know. It's very interesting. 2 more characters up here. Okay. First, I think we'll go ahead and talk to this one and we'll see what they're saying. Okay, this is a really weird one. I had to actually look up the meaning of this because I didn't know what was going on. Basically, this character is referencing Isabelle, and Isabelle's Japanese name is Shizue. This character is saying Isabelle's socks are easy to steal. Ooh. This is a very beautiful scene here. Tons of blue imagery here. Looks like some sort of scene on the ocean, perhaps. I kind of wonder if the creator like went ahead and did the interiors for villagers. We'll go ahead and check it out, just to see. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Stop it. Oh, I do not like this. Oh, I do not like this at all. Okay. Ugh. I will not, Lily. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm sorry. Okay, so they're all like this, it seems. Interesting. I wonder if the frogs are like specimens on the island. I think we've seen most of the island already. Yeah, and this just brings us back to the front here. Although I want to check out... Okay, I love this super long Brontosaurus. That's just very funny to me, honestly. I also like this. This is very interesting. Like, what could this mean? You know, is your time up? And that brings us back to the front. Well, that was a lot of fun, but I think it's time to wake up. Well, home sweet home. It feels good to finally be home. Thank you all for watching today. I'm sorry if some parts of the tour were a little choppy. It was just getting very, very long, and I wanted to kind of cut it down to some of the more interesting parts of the island and also just to share more of my thoughts on the island. Regardless, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun doing some editing and research into this sort of thing, so if you do enjoy this kind of content, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Again, my name is Sapphire. I do a ton of cozy game content like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley on this channel. If you aren't already subscribed, feel free to. I'd love to have you here. With that being said, I am signing off for now. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, friends.